Alrighty, folks, and welcome to Oh For Heaven's Sake. I'm John,
And I am Levi.
and me and Levi are big FS22 people. As you can see, we're doing another series right now as of currently. If you haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend watching it. But we're coming with our FS25 thoughts. It's going to be coming out here soon. So I thought me and Levi would go over it, and we're kind of excited.
Yeah, and if you're wondering if this FS22 series is going to carry over to FS25, there might be some sort of wrinkle that happens towards the end of the series, and then it builds into a new map, maybe in FS25.
That would be pretty cool. All right, so right here we are at the Farming Simulator homepage for FS25. So obviously it is in pre-order as of right now. It is supposed to come out November 12th, which is very, very soon. As of recording this, it is the 1st. So it's going to be very soon where we could get it. And I've actually been thinking about getting the deluxe pack because I get a discount at Best Buy because I'm an employee there.
So the time you guys will be seeing this video will be November 5th. So just keep in mind that is exactly 1 week from the time you're watching this video currently, depending if you see it right once this video comes out. So make sure you keep in mind that it is on Tuesday, November 12th, and make sure you pre-order the game.
I would. I mean, it looks great. Yeah, like I was saying, for pre-order, you do have PC, of course. I like how they say Mac. Let's be honest, with how FS25 is looking, you're not going to be able to run that on a MacBook. PS5 and Xbox. I'm going to say, if you're looking for the best FS experience, just get it on PC if you have a PC. Just the mod support on these two consoles just isn't as good as PC. Like me and Levi right now have 700 mods. So even though we might get FS25 around when it comes out on the 12th, we might not switch right away because the mod support is going to be really bad when it first releases. That's the one thing. You always have to wait for the mods to build up.
So I would say roughly towards the end of November is kind of where I would maybe the start of December is when I would probably expect.
Heck, honestly, if you
change
can
over.
snag like a Christmas time deal on it, like maybe it's on a discount at that time just for Christmas, I would go for it because around that time gives it a couple months for the modders to come over and build up some good mods.
So yeah, basically our recommendation, get it on PC, and if you're not one of those diehard farming simulator type of people, just wait until you get the good deal in December.
Yeah, and I won't bore you with the trailer. I'm pretty sure if you guys are watching this, you've seen this many times already. It's very interesting. But we are going to watch some gameplay of it and kind of give our thoughts on how it looks. But right here is what's when you pre-order the collector's edition. So obviously you're going to get the PC game. You're going to get the box for the collector's edition. Big thing is a USB ignition lock, which I find kind of cool. That's why I was like, for me, with my discount, it's almost the same price if I was to just buy the game.
Yeah.
So it's like, should I do this just to get the USB ignition lock? Literally, it's just for like turning on your tractors, which I think is kind of cool.
Wow, that's cool. I didn't actually know that.
You do get a keychain. That's just an addition. The stickers actually are kind of cool.
Yeah.
The modding tutorials is actually an interesting one, but I've never made a mod. I wonder how easy it really is. Apparently, it's gotten easier.
Maybe we should make a video, and it's like
dummies
doing a mod or making a mod.
That would be funny. Soundtrack, yeah, because I'm gonna put that in my car and do it in the morning.
Kind of an interesting thing. 16-bit retro edition of Farming Simulator. Definitely could be something that could be fun to film a video, just like reviewing what it's like.
Then too as well, we do get the New Holland CR11. They always do that. They throw in like when I pre-ordered FS22 and I got the what was it? It was the it was the Mac Don pack, maybe, I think something like that. But yeah, so then too as well, they are doing a season pass like every other game. I'm gonna be honest, I have never bought an expansion pack for a Farming Simulator game just because it's like.
Yeah,
that just costs money, and mods do the same thing, if not better. So it's just no need. But yeah, the big feature is farming in Asia. So we are going to Asia. We can do rice. You can flood fields, which actually, funny enough, is a feature you can do in FS22 with mods right now. But them adding it in game is cool because they added really cool mud physics and stuff like that.
Which you guys will see in the video, I'm sure.
Big thing is, have you seen what the new US environment looks like? It's really cool. It's like a river in the middle. Big thing is I see a lot of focus on like those god rays and like water in this one. They're really focusing, like they actually like made like good water physics now, so they're really showing it off, because like even on the US map there is like a river that spans the whole map, and you have to use like a ferry to transfer your equipment from one side to the other.
But like looking at the screenshots here, you can tell there is a big emphasis on, you know, making sure the graphics look pristine, much more improved from FS22.
Yeah, as you can see, there's like one of the rice planters right there. Water buffalo is one of the new animals that they have, along with some of the other livestock that has already been around. Obviously, you do have production change and construction missions, which is something you can do with a not a mod, but an expansion pack in FS22. Just obviously, me and Levi don't buy those. Machinery looking good as ever. They're going to have even more than the last game, like they always do. Hopefully this time they actually come out with a quad track. Remember FS22 released without a quad track?
Yeah, oh my gosh. That was crazy.
They added it shortly after, but I still think that was so funny. Yep, big thing is, obviously, Farming Simulator 19 and 22 were both on the same engine, Giants Engine 9. So now we're actually updating the engine, so we're actually finally going to get updated visuals. So as you can see right here, big focuses is on dynamic fog, weather, and natural disasters. There's going to be things like tornadoes and stuff like that in the game. It's not going to like throw your vehicles or anything, but it's going to just ruin your crops and stuff like that. Just some more things to think about.
Just adds realism.
As you can see here from a couple more in-game screenshots, I mean, just beautiful how they do the design work on the header. Just the sun overall is great. Best believe I'm not going to FarmCon. I don't think I plan on making it to Germany anytime soon. But
really?
I know. But then right there is your water buffalo. So, you know, overall, what's your thoughts, Levi? You excited?
Yeah, of course I'm excited. Obviously, I get Farming Simulator every time it comes out, ever since FS15. And, yeah, it should be pretty interesting just to see what the Asia maps look like, obviously, because that's a new thing, and, like, how the water buffalo works. And obviously the graphics are the main attraction, I would say, in my opinion, and on why you should get it. It just, so like you said, natural disaster stuff, that sounds really interesting to me. And yeah, I'm excited to like just see what the new maps look like.
Shout out to the farm sim guy who we're taking this from. So as you can see, just overall very focused on definitely that fog and how the sun interacts with that. I will say, not a big fan of the new UI, but that's just me personally. I'm not a big fan of the new speedometer and how they work that. What's your thoughts, Levi, on that?
I don't mind it outside of just the green, like, speedometer part. If it wasn't green, I think I'd actually enjoy it. Outside of that, I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, overall suspension physics look pretty similar to FS22. I believe this one's on that new US map, funny enough. And as you can see, that's that big thing I'm talking about with water. You can see there's even a ship that's going through right now. Just a big focus on water in this one.
Yeah.
But overall, how the sun interacts with like the actual tractor itself looks better. And the thing that they add all these graphical features, but I hope that they did a good job at like implementing.
Wow, look at the God rays though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The easiest way to make a game like 5 million times better is have good God rays. Greenhouse is something I've never really used, but that actually is pretty sweet with how it looks. Yeah, just overall the textures. Big thing what I was saying is, though, I hope they optimize it well. You know, you can have a game like this, but if it runs poorly, it kind of sucks. It's a problem I've always had with FS22. It likes to hitch a lot for no reason.
Yeah.
So I hope maybe they can finally fix that with 10. Maybe it's more optimized for hardware and actually runs better than 22. But that's the hope. I mean, true, I do have a lot of mods, but even without mods, it still hitches pretty bad. Oh, you see that? Deforms. You saw that?
Yeah,
the dirt deforms a little bit. That's actually pretty neat. Having Like
I like the clouds, the shade of the clouds. I've noticed that. It's like obviously when it's a cloudy day, the sun goes behind a cloud, it's going to be darker. There's like certain situations like that. But wow, I actually really like the texture and like.
Yeah, how the dirt is deforming on that gravel road is pretty sweet, I will say.
Oh
Yeah, and there's an example of like a flooded field for rice right there. Yep, so that's the new rice harvesters that they have at this moment.
Wow.
Obviously, none of this stuff is final, but it's pretty close to release dates, so it should be pretty close to how it is.
Interesting.
It is, but yeah, you see that big thing with the water right there, how it like stems out.
Yeah.
That's definitely a lot better. Like, because there's water in this game, but when you go in it, there's nothing. Nothing happens. So
definitely adds an element of realism.
For sure. Realism is kind of, I think the big thing is like FS22 focus was the fact that they just, what was it again? Like 19 is when we got John Deere, right?
Yeah. FS22 is like the cross play and.
Yes. Yep. So in 19, the big thing was John Deere was finally a thing. And then with 22, we got crossplay finally, which is funny because we never use that anymore.
Yep.
We just go on PC because, like I said, the mods just aren't, there isn't the same amount of support there.
That's a fancy looking harvester right there, though.
I know. What is this? I believe this is one of the other new ones because I believe there's also spinach too as well. Funny enough, that you should be able to plant. But definitely interesting. Let's skip ahead a little bit here.
Ooh, harvest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They finally added GPS into the game. So, like, instead, like, you know how we have the mod for it, and the mod works pretty well, but they added it in the base game finally, too, as well. And this is rice, too, as well. You can also grow rice in a traditional field, too, if you feel like it.
Yeah, I definitely can see a lot of people doing that.
Just the big thing is fog. They definitely really want to make sure that weather and fog are looking good. I think that's kind of just the main thing. Also, too, as well, we do get another brand of your
auger wagon.
Yes. That.
So my question is, are the maps a little bit bigger? Because that field is massive right there. Like compared to like, you know, like the traditional maps you have for like
considering like, I feel like that's the end of the world right there where like this hill is. So this is obviously at the end of the world, and I'm guessing that hill would probably be where the other end is. I don't think they're probably going to get much bigger for the fact that they still have to support console.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, console does have some bigger maps, but it's definitely a lot harder for it to run. Yeah, and then right here we have that MacDon pack that you get as a part of pre-ordering. Definitely an interesting one. That's for sure, I will say.
Did you just see that? When it comes to the GPS, you must be able to save past GPS directions and like, because
that or two as well, the fields could just already come pre-mapped since it's baked in as a feature now. So these fields could already be mapped beforehand, and as long as you have a GPS like enabled like harvester or tractor, you'd probably just be able to snap on. That's my guess. Just because it's an actual in-game feature now, so in-game features always are a little bit easier than mods.
Whoa, what do we have here?
Massey Ferguson, and it looks like we are...
Oh gosh, what are we doing here? Oh, it's just fertilizing?
Yep. So planting, I'm guessing. Yeah, this is obviously planting.
New planter then?
Yeah, definitely new designs, that's for sure. That looks awesome.
What is that, a Massey
Ferguson? It's even got tracks. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Oh my. Now that is a definitely interesting telehandler design that they have there.
What is he doing?
It's got the deployable cab on it. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot more new equipment, a lot more interesting equipment too. You got some animals there too as well. Yeah, and too as well, here's like we were talking about with the gravel, here's showing again that dirt deformation that they finally have, which this is honestly sweet. Like that looks awesome.
It's one of my favorite.
Yeah, because like we had mods to help with like make dirt more realistic in FS22. That's awesome. And yeah, you can see it obviously has to be pre-generated. And it looks like
somebody's got to be driving absolutely pristine perfect if that wasn't pre-generated.
Yeah, it looks like too as well, like they have like what's supposed to be the most efficient. So you see that you're supposed to go around twice the whole way, and then you start going back and forth.
Okay, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then there's
sense.
that dynamic weather with the tornadoes.
What?
Like
in
I
the
said, it's
world?
not going to pick up and throw your equipment, but it's just going to ruin your fields pretty much. Yeah, so overall, Levi, I mean, I am quite very impressed with the next upcoming FS25. I hope you guys are excited too as well. We'll let you know when we get it, and maybe we'll not start with a series, but also just do a little check-in, kind of go around, just look at the graphics and kind of see the features for ourselves that we think are notable.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Do a little review and let everybody know how the game goes. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, of course, and check out our FS22 roleplay series right now,
which will be popping up on the screen at about now. But otherwise, Levi, see you in the next one. Keep her between the ditches, folks.